Backyard Wrench Heads TV makes sense, and the proof lies in the answer to this question. What does Eastwood, NPD, U-Coat-It, and Year One all have in common? Simple. The majority of their customers are Backyard Wrench Heads. Okay, sales pitch done. When you greenlight Backyard Wrench Heads TV, you will be taking your viewers inside the home-based garages where some of the coolest classics, muscle cars and hot rods are being built and restored. Once inside these personalized home shops, the fun begins. Here, you will meet the very unique and talented wrench heads, and in many cases, their spouses, who may or may not support this habit. Inside the garage is also where we reveal the awesome cars these wrench heads have created. Our on-camera host will interview these builders to find out what makes them tick and how they got to where they are today. Also, as additional support for our sponsors, and with a genuine approach, these wrench heads will casually refer to the brand names of the many components they have purchased for both their projects and their garages. Then, possibly the most popular part of the show will be when we take these incredible cars out on the street for a spin, where they were born to run. Explore the true reality of the car hobby on Backyard Wrench Heads TV. What's in your garage?
Hi, I'm Ed Kelly, your host for Backyard Wrench Heads TV. In each weekly half-hour show, you're going to meet two different and unique backyard wrench heads and explore the personalized environment that they've created to build the car, or in many cases, the cars of their dreams. Now, wrench head garages are everywhere. Neighborhoods like this, and in just about every city across the country, there's almost an endless supply and variety of these unique and cool wrench head hideaways. Now, this character-driven program is going to provide a fun and eye-opening journey behind the welding mask and sheet metal, deep into the minds of the wrench heads themselves, their spouses, neighbors, and friends, stories, laughter, obsession with classic cars, and sometimes controversy, a little bit of shop talk, all part of the mix. So, let's go meet our first wrench head. In garages just like this, well, maybe all of them aren't 120 feet long. These average, hard-working wrench heads spend most of their free time, and usually a lot of their hard-earned dollars, in the pursuit of creating and building trophy-winning cars for show, the track, and some plain old cruising on the streets. Well, if you haven't met this man yet, then you're in for a real treat, because he has one of the coolest garages I've ever seen. Ed Michael started out building motorcycles, but then he switched to hot rods and customs, and he's been doing so for over 40 years. He's won hundreds of trophies with his cars, and he's also been a contender for the most prestigious level of hot rod building achievement, the Ritter Award, 9 times. Ed's history has also included the sale of several of his home-built customs at the renowned Barrett-Jackson auction. Let's take a closer look at why Ed Michael is truly a backyard wrench head. Holy epoxy floors! This place is huge. How are you, Ed?
Hi, Ed. Welcome to the garage.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here. This is an unbelievable space you've got here. How many cars can you fit in here?
The garage is about 120 foot long. Two abreast, I can probably put in 15, 20 cars.
That's incredible. And you got a bathroom. I see you got a fridge. You got the TV going on. You're a working guy.
Well, it's all the creature comforts. If you're out here for 12, 18 hours a day, you got to have all the amenities.
Make it comfortable.
That's it.
Yeah, you got all the big boy toys that a wrench head could want.
Worked for it all my life.
Sandblaster over there. We got the MIG welder. You don't have to farm anything out. You're just a do-it-yourself kind of guy.
Well, that's what you got to do these days.
What is it that makes a gearhead a wrench head? It's their obsession and quest to restore the beauty and luster to some of the most fantastic cars ever manufactured. It's all about finding a diamond in the rough, transforming their four-wheel fantasies from rags to riches. But seeing is believing, and you won't believe the absolute gems that we'll be uncovering in the backyard garages of some of these talented and dedicated wrench heads. Now, Eddie, as I understand it, underneath this car cover is your latest creation, and I've been dying to see it. I mean, what is it?
Well, why don't you grab the other end of the cover, we'll uncover it, and we take a look.
I'm with you. Oh, man, that paint just pops, Ed. And look at the interior. The gauges are beautiful.
That's a 1940 Packard 110 convertible. Again, it's another rare car, and I always wanted to own a Packard. A lot of my personal touches are in this. All the side chrome has been done with half-round brass, replated.
Beautiful.
Taillights have been customized.
But you got the rims right, you got the stance right, you got everything just right. I mean, your personal touches are all over this thing. Nice job.
Well, thank you.
Now, this is a hot rod Packard that will make any wrench head envious. Ready? What do you say we take her out for a spin?
Well, let's take her out for a ride right
Excellent.
now. Hey, where are you going?
I don't get to drive?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
You know, the incredible cars that are inside these garages are what these wrench heads live for. Some work alone, but many of these people are surrounded by a close circle of friends and family. What was it like in the early days of the hobby?
It was kind of hard. We didn't have much money, and he decided to start working on motorcycles. And the first motorcycle he built was in our apartment. We didn't have a house at that time, so it was in the kitchen in the apartment that he built it.
Well, you may have heard it before, but necessity really is the mother of invention. And no place is that more true than in the art of restoring classic cars, especially when you're out of space, out of time, or out of money, or the conventional approach just ain't cutting it. So what do? You improvise. And one of the greatest things about this hobby is that every wrench head has their own method of madness, their own bag of tricks, if you will, to get the job done. So Ed, your next car is a 1940 LaSalle?
Yes, it's a convertible, very rare car.
That's got to be.
Ed, what's going on today, Buck?
Not much. Hi, George. Stop by for your daily beer, huh?
Well, yeah, get thirsty, you know.
Who's that?
That's George. That's a helper on my car.
Okay, it's only a show, don't worry about it. Not many guys would hot rod that car because, you know, it's pretty original and pretty rare. I mean, why? What kind of condition?
The car was in pretty bad shape, and so I decided to hot rod it because there was too many original parts that you'd have to find, and so I improvise. I build hot rods more than I do restore cars. When people come up and look at your cars, they don't look at the big ticket items.
No.
They look at the little things, the little brackets, the little things, how you set the wiring and everything.
Finishes.
And so over the years, I've learned to use different products, like Eastwood product here. I use a hobbyist like me and a professional can use the same materials because they make so many different things for different parts of the car. So that helps me with this detail.
Well, Ed Michael's lifetime of building cars and participation in this hobby really shows. Not many hot rodders can make claim to so many builds and winning so many trophies. Check out our website, backyardwrenchheads.tv, to see some great photos of this amazing garage. And if you think that you're a backyard wrench head, then submit your information to us online, and we might just be visiting your garage one day. Now in our next garage, you will meet a backyard wrench head who by day is a high school drafting teacher. But by night, he and his friends are building some of the baddest Plymouths to hit the streets. So let's head over to his garage and see what's on the drawing board. Hey, if he's into the Plymouth so much, then why is his dog's name Dodge? Well, there you have it, Backyard Wrench Heads TV. Fun, entertaining, and not only targeted to the typical gearheads, but designed to take any viewer on a thrilling ride into the obsessive and sometimes eccentric lives of these wrench heads, their backyard sanctuaries, and their classic cars. It's all about passion, vision, a lot of hard work, and a dream realized. Give your audience a show that they can relate to, and one that will inspire even more gearheads to become wrench heads. And as a special feature in each episode, Backyard Wrench Heads TV will be following the build of a classic car by one of the local area high schools. These young gun builders of today are the future of this hobby, the future customers of our sponsors, and the next generation Backyard Wrench Heads. Their goal? To build a beautiful classic custom car, reveal it at one of the major car events, then ultimately put it up on the block at a Barrett-Jackson auction in order to support their auto shop and the education of their upcoming classmates. So go ahead, put Backyard Wrench Heads TV in your lineup today and give your sponsors a show that will make sense. What's in your garage?